Hi, welcome back to my story time with Nana. I have a whole new story for you this week. It's a little bit different. I can't do it live this week, but next week I'll be back for that. But I am really excited about this story. I hope you are too. It's the one I missed last week because I was so excited about Idaho. I can't wait. Let's get started. Hawaii. Hawaii is the only United States that is an archipelago. That is a sea or stretch of water containing many islands, and Hawaii has 32 of them. Hawaii became our 50th United State in 1959. It's called the Aloha State. Aloha is used as a greeting like hello or goodbye, but it has a deeper meaning to the natives of Hawaii. It means breath of life, or living your life with love and friendship, peace and companionship. The state flower is the yellow hibiscus. Taro is the state plant. It's a starchy plant, kind of like a potato. Now, in Hawaii, the whole plant is used, the root and the leaves. Surfing became popular first in Hawaii, and so most people will say that's where it was invented. But it was really the Polynesians who explored the Pacific Ocean that invented surfing. But when you hear the word hula, Hawaii is the first thing that comes to mind. This is Kalea's story of Hawaii. 7-year-old Kalea was very excited about today. It was her sister Alana's first birthday, and the family was going to celebrate in tradition Hawaiian style. Daddy had gone out early on this morning and dug the pit for the roasted pig for the luau for Alana. Mommy and her sisters and Kalea's grandmother were preparing the weaning feast, also known as the baby luau. The women spent most of the morning making leis for Alana's grandparents, godparents, the kahu, and all of the aunts and uncles. Everyone of importance, including Alana, would get a lei. They also prepared the food for this special event. Besides the pig that Daddy was smoking in the ground, there was chicken and poi and taro chips, lau lau, and lomi lomi salmon. Tutu, did you bring my dress? Kalea asked her grandmother. I did, and it matches mine, she smiled. It will be the perfect night for Alana. You'll see. Oh, Tutu, what if I forget to do what I'm supposed to do? You won't, Koalaho. I'll be right with you, Grandma told Kalea. Help me finish cutting up the kololo, and then we can dress for the party. The guests will soon be arriving. Kalea loved helping her grandmother, especially cutting up the kololo. Tutu always let her have a piece. While Kalea dressed for her sister's luau, the adults finished decorating the backyard. Alana was still asleep, and Kalea tiptoed into her room and knelt beside her bed. She noticed that Tutu had made a dress for Alana as well, and it was hanging on the closet door. It was the same as Kalea's. She smiled. Kalea brushed her sister's hair from her forehead and gave her a kiss. Oh, baby Alana, today is your big day, she whispered. I have a special gift for you tonight. I hope you like it. Sleep well, birthday girl. It's going to be a long day. Kalea walked out to the backyard and saw all of the decorations for Alana's birthday luau. The food tables were topped with purple table covers, Alana's favorite color, and raffia skirts. There were strings of lighted lanterns draped from one palm tree to the next. And at the entrance of the backyard, Mommy had wrapped tiny white lights throughout the arbor covered in morning glories. There was a table next to the arbor with all the laid out for their honored guests. Daddy had set up a small stage or a platform on the opposite end of the yard, and there were people setting up a small band. Kalea could see that while she dressed. Daddy had uncovered the pig, and he and Kalea's uncles had set the whole pig on the table by itself. It was quite a sight. The whole yard looked so festive for Alana's first birthday luau. Kalea, can you help with the guests? Mommy asked. Oh, yes. What can I do? What can I do? I need someone to greet our guest at the arbor and present their lei, Mommy told her. Would you like to do that? Yes, Mommy. Thank you. I'm going to go check on Alana. She should be waking from her nap soon. Kalea walked over to the arbor and waited for the guests to arrive. Ko'ualahu, would you like some help? Grandmother asked. Oh, thank you, Tutu, Kalea answered. I was hoping for some help with the lei. Now, true Hawaiian tradition was to tie the lei around the neck, respecting the head and back of the honored guests. And Kalea was worried about making sure that they were tied properly. Soon people began to arrive, and Kalea and her grandmother tied the lei onto the guests. The band began to play music, and the birthday party began. The guests ate appetizers and waited. The guests mingled and waited. The guests danced and waited. Everyone was waiting for Alana's entrance. And finally, just as the sun began to set, Mommy and Alana entered through the lighted morning glory-covered arbor. Kalea tied Alana's lei around her neck, and Grandma tied Mommy's. The guests hooted and hollered and clapped, and Alana was a little afraid and turned her head into her mother's lap. Welcome, family and friends! Today we celebrate Alana's first birthday, Daddy cried out. We are honored to have you all here to help us celebrate. Please enjoy the food and music. The lanterns lit up between the palm trees, and Daddy lit several tiki torches, and the birthday luau began. The party guests played Pass the Coconut, kind of like hot potato, only with a coconut. The guests ate. They had a hula hoop contest. Tutu won the adults competition, and Kalea's best friend, Adina, won the children's competition. And then the guests ate. Everyone participated in the limbo contest. It was so much fun to see how low everyone could go. And then the guests ate some more. Go get your sister Kalea, Grandma instructed. It's time for her gift. Kalea walked through the crowd of people and took Alana's hand and led her to the platform where Grandma was waiting. Daddy set a small chair on the platform, and Kalea and Grandma stood in front of the party guests and Alana. The small band began to play the Hawaiian birthday song, and Grandma and Kalea began their hula dance. And the guests began to sing. Mommy carried out the birthday cake. Kalea was so proud of herself. She had been practicing with her tutu for months to get the hula dance just right. And when the song ended, the guests applauded Kalea and Tutu. Mommy knelt before Alana, and she blew out her candle. The partygoers ended the evening with delicious pineapple upside-down cake. And later that night, Kalea snuck into her sister's bedroom and looked down on Alana sleeping peacefully. The guests long gone, the music silent. It was a wonderful first birthday party for Alana, and Kalea was so happy her baby sister had had a great time. She wondered how much of the day Alana would remember. Kalea rubbed Alana's back. She would remember everything about Alana's first birthday. The lights, the music, the food, the delicious birthday cake. and especially the birthday hula dance with her tutu. Mahalo. Thank you for listening tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story. I love this story. I almost wish I was in Hawaii. Do you have special traditions with your family that you do for children's birthday parties or grandparents' birthday parties? I wonder. I can't wait until next week. Hopefully next week it'll be a live video. I love you all so much. Thank you again for listening. Don't forget to share my stories. I'll see you next week. Mwah.